Hi, I'm doing a little sales video for Brandy for the 4/6s booth. I was just going to start out by saying that each one of the booths that we're doing during the NFR and Brandy's as well at 4/6s, we're going to have a T-bar stand like this, and then with the logo on top. And these are all your samples, and the kind of the easiest way to sell the scarves at shows, for us anyway, we found, is that if you put them all on here, that they can walk through and look at them. It's real easy for them to pull it out, take a look at them, feel them. And then if they decide on a scarf, the best thing we found is to take the inventory, and each one of you will get a kit. So it's a filing cabinet, and each one of these scarves will be in these different file centers. So we'll have kind of the shorties, which are this size right here. They're 26 by 26 inches. And then we'll have the long talls as well. And these are 35 inches by 35 inches. And when they pick one out, you'll go in here and you'll get them their scarf and take it out of this inventory. When you get down to a certain point, you can sell them. If you don't have any more inventory, I'll sell the sample, if they want it. But you can just give us a holler and I can bring more scarves in too. But each one of these scarves will be in your inventory kit. When selling them, really the best way to sell them is just to kind of let them browse through them, but to show them just the different designs and then how they're tied. A lot of times they want to know how they're tied, and we'll go over that in just a second. But the big thing is shorties are 26 by 26. The long talls are 35 by 35. And all the scarves are 100% silk, and they have a hand-rolled like hem. So when they kind of get to the point where they want to know how to tie them, the best way to start all of our scarves is to start them in a square, flat, and you take one corner to the center, the second corner to the center, and then you roll to the center again, and roll to the center again. And that gives you just a nice starting point. You have that nice tip. And there's lots of just real simple ones. I mean, I tell them, really just start off with a square knot if you don't know what you're doing or you want something simple. And when you have that basic tie or knot, you can rotate it. Sometimes I do this, depending on if I have a spaghetti strap, or even tuck it behind your jacket and you have kind of a little choker. So you can do a couple things that way. And then of course you can tie it different. Again, this is just a square knot. So the length, it gives you a whole nother look. And this looks great. So if you have a blazer jacket or something, you can just tuck it like this, or a buttoned up shirt, and it just follows your neckline. So there, again, with that, just basic knot, you can do a lot of things with it. The other thing I do a lot of is I do a lot of bows. So I don't have a mirror right now, so I always kind of check it in the mirror and tweak it. But bows are great, and again, rotating to the side. And then you can have a whole nother look by just doing a bow, and then you pull the one side all the way through, and it's a half bow. And that looks really cute too. And that's really cute kind of off to the side. But I love the bow. The other thing is you can have, again, this starting point, or this starting fold lends itself to so many great ties. So you can take and just tie a knot in it in the center. And this is a great way to kind of fit your neckline too. And then I just tie it in the back. So you've got kind of that, just a nice little look. Another thing to show is you can go like this, and this works really good with the long talls, but you start out like this. This is better for the long talls actually. So when you have the long talls, they're really hanging down here, but you just take and put your ends through there. That's a really easy one and kind of a little bit different. I like to do kind of a cowl neck looking tie with them at times as well. And again, I just do a square knot. I leave it kind of loose. And you just have it like that, and just tuck those ends underneath your jacket. I think it looks cute off the side, loose like that. Let me think. There are so many ways. Oh, I know. So with the long talls, it really works better for the long talls. And let me just grab one real quick. you have a long tall and you do a blunt, and I call this a Spanish tie. And I bring them both kind of to meet in the middle so that they kind of lay nicer once you've folded it. But this is all blunt. I just gather in the center. Kind of gives it that accordion feel. And then I just tie it in a knot. And then you kind of fan it out in the mirror. But this looks great with jackets too. It's a really fun way to kind of show off the scarf and give more volume. Another one I was showing you earlier, to come back through on itself with a long tall, this will show it a lot better. And you can spin this too a couple times. And that just, it kind of lays nice, and it's just kind of something a little bit different. Of course, scarf slides, you know, just a scarf slide put on there about like this. That's always a great look too. But you can do it in your hair, you can do a belt. There's just a lot of things you can do with them. Main thing to tell them is just don't be afraid. You can't mess it up, especially if you start with your, you know, your fold the right way, because that's really tells how it's going to show and what's going to show. So I always tell everyone, if you start off with this, you can't really mess it up. So thank you for helping. Let me know if you have questions. Give me a call, and I appreciate you guys helping.